Well, had to go back and do some more closings at the condos, and there's a lesson again. You probably, for those of you who've been watching the videos for a while, you know that I tell everyone to treat the closing day, proposed closing date and time, as the due date for a baby. I just go over that so many times, and I had a customer, I guess they didn't think I meant it. So I canceled the closing today, and she is freaking out. There are items that are not done on the punch list, and most of it is that we don't have labor to respond quickly. We just need more workers. But anyway, so I canceled the closing. She's all upset. She's calling management. And what's the management going to do? We need the workers to finish the work. That's the problem. So please do not book your moving van so tight. You know, don't sell your home that you got to move out of the day before closing. Don't do that to yourself. So let me continue on with what I'm re-inspecting and inspecting again here at 17, because there's some stuff that's happened since the 4 weeks I've been gone. So I'm seeing how the low volt guy, the Synergy guy, runs his stuff. And I have a call in for their manager to come out. Because I have not worked with this low volt company yet. But what I see when I look at the options, I say, okay, this looks like the gauge of wire that would be for an opening sensor on a sliding glass door. There's a wire over here. Now, of course, everybody knows that we were delayed in getting this sliding glass door installed. So I'm assuming that this is the wire for that. It's a pre-wire for future sensor in case the door's open while the alarm is armed. So I got a call out for them to come tomorrow. And just so I can verify, because what I'm concerned about now, if we were going to drywall right now, that wire would be covered up by drywall. Then they got to hunt and find it. So I'm going to say, all right, is this what I assume it to be? All right, what is your technique that we don't cover it all up with drywall and then we got to hunt and poke holes? So there's I know the red one is a pre-wire for a future motion thingy. See, now that makes sense. That will not get covered up by drywall because it's protruding so far into that corner. Drywall guy will know to pull that wire through. Not a big deal, but I just, want to make sure that this is what I think it is, and how do we get it? I mean, I don't need it coming out over here. It's so far away from the door. So, like, are they going to run it like over this way and then stub it out? Like that one's wrapped around. So there's little things that I got to get used to. Every trade does their work slightly different. I checked all the options in here, and I did find a boo-boo. These folks option for the TV up high. And if you look real close, something ain't right. Because they option to also, of course, have an outlet right next to the up high internets. No wire run to the box. See, that's why I walk over. That's why I printed out all brand new paperwork. I threw all the paperwork I had before because I had scribble notes and stuff, and I don't trust my memory. My memory is like a steel trap. It's rusty and illegal in 37 states. And so I threw all the paperwork away, started with all fresh. And so I'm walking as if I just taken this over from somebody and I never walked in here before. And so I was walking in with just fresh eyes, no assumptions. And I was like, ruh-roh, Raggy. So by purpose, I did not hit that with paint. Now that outlet I did, that one, everything else I hit with the orange paint. I'm leaving that out as a reminder, and I told Brian, with the electrician, I says, hey man, we got to run power to there. Now, granted, is this the end of the world? No. It could easily be run after the fact. Getting up in the attic when it's a gazillion degrees, drill a hole in the top plate, just like they did right chairs, and put the wire in the box. So we wouldn't have to tear up no drywall, but the fact is, why get up in that attic? It's too hot. And we do that before insulation. They come and do the trim out before we do the blow-in insulation. So that's the thing I found there that just said, whoops. But everything else, other than needing a sweep out, hell's bells, this unit's looking pretty good. See? And so what else can we look at here? Nothing fancy. Nothing too much. Here in the laundry room, this will be where your internet, like Wi-Fi router and stuff, go in there. See if I can peek. Well, you can't really see. But there's going to be outlets. See if I get my fingers to wiggle. Where my fingers are, there's going to be outlets in there. So you don't, when you plug your router in, you won't have to have a wire coming down to an outlet. So it'll be closed door, and everything will be in theirs. And Ryan, the electrician, I bet he's going to be real happy with the cost of what wire this, why he's leaving that long of a pigtail for the 220 volt power. He only need to come out about right jars, but that's about a good 6-7 foot of wire. That's quite a bit more than $1 a foot, I'll tell you. But anyway, that's their money, not mine. So continuing rolling along.